The thing that I was really, really into above anything else was astral projection.
And what's that?
That is the belief that you can separate your soul from your body. So you can like literally lift yourself out of your body and watch yourself and travel around and go to places and things like that. So I really wanted to do that.
Sounds great.
You know, like I felt pretty trapped by my body.
Yeah.
You know, for reasons that you can imagine from what I said before. So one day, I'll tell you this one thing about the control part. So because I was in art school, you know, I was drawing all the time and I would draw on the subway a lot. And I traveled with this pack of kids that all went to LaGuardia, and we were up early in the morning. You know, it was like a very kind of tight knit group. And so I was drawing this dagger that was like a witch's dagger. It had like symbols on it and stuff. I'm sitting on the subway drawing that. And this kid comes over to me and goes, "What are you drawing?" Keep in mind, we're like 13, 14. Can you imagine like your precious little kids?
Right.
And I looked up at him and I went, "It's a witch's dagger." Like that. Like I just so wanted to be like, nobody was going to get anything over on me. Like nobody was going to like think I was, you know, naive or cute or vulnerable or anything like that. Like I was in the driver's seat. And so I was going to tell you what this creepy thing was, you know? So fast forward. Okay. So I'm like 14, 15 and my parents divorced, my mom and my stepdad. So my mom and I moved up to the Upper West Side and we lived in a studio apartment that was about half the size of this room. And she was seeing somebody, so she was never home. So essentially I was on my own from 15. I cooked for myself. I got myself going in the morning. I never saw my mom. I think I saw her in the apartment twice in the whole time we lived there. So I would come home from school, which was 5 blocks away or whatever, walk home, promptly like get out my book on astral projection, and I would lay down and I would try to separate from my body. This was like my after school activity, you know. And one day I felt like I was coming out and I could kind of like see with my eyes closed. I was getting this sense that I could do that. And just as I felt like I was maybe like an inch or two above my body, the phone rang.
This clip was sponsored by Hallow, and I have to say it's very easy to promote these guys because their app is probably the best app I've ever used. Not just Catholic-wise, but just all apps ever. If you want to grow in your prayer life, if you want to learn how to meditate, if you want to listen to excellent Catholic audiobooks, you can't go past Hallow. Go to hallow.com/Matt, sign up over there, and you will get access to the entire app for free for 3 whole months. So what do you got to lose? Here's the answer. Nothing.
The phone rang and it was my boyfriend. And he was like, "Hey, what's going on?" You know? And I'm like, And I felt myself slam back into my body, like as if I was hit by a truck. And I started shaking, talking to him. And I'm like, I can't really talk right now. Like my voice is trembling. And I started to notice my fingers turning black.
Oh my.
It was really freaky. So anyway, I hung up with him and just tried to calm myself down and stop shaking and whatever. And then I kind of got over it and went on my merry way. Never thought about it again. Except that I started having uncontrollable thoughts. Disgusting, like gross, like pornographic, racist, like all these horrible thoughts. And it was torturous. It was like all day, every day, from the minute I woke up to the time I went to bed, all these thoughts. It was like a 4-lane highway going, like crossing my brain, and I couldn't make it stop. Like nothing. I would try to be like, I don't think that way. Like this isn't even me. And it felt like somebody else was thinking thoughts into my brain. So I wonder, should I tell you the conclusion of this story now, or because it didn't resolve for quite a time later.
Whatever you want.
But
did you share this with your 13-year-old friend, the fellow witch?
I don't think so.
Yeah. What about the coming out of your body thing? Because it seems like if I was practicing witchcraft and I found some quote-unquote success in that area, that would be something I would want to share and encourage for others if I thought it was a good thing.
I might have shared it with her. Yeah, I might have shared that with her, but I probably wouldn't have shared the thought. I didn't tell anybody about the thoughts.
Sure.
No. And I also didn't connect it.
That's what I was going to ask. You didn't connect it with that experience.
No.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. Before you go, do us a favor, leave a comment, let us know what you thought of the video, like, and subscribe.